two rising stars. We have Inkars and Bahrain. Some Tomb Kings and Chaos Dwarf action to have double Bone Giant and Kateb. If Kateb's on his DJ booth, then this is some serious artillery we're bringing to the party. But I think with the amount of stuff he has, he's probably on horseback. I don't think he has enough money to also have the DJ booth with all those stuff. Could be wrong, but we'll see. The other side, Chaos Dwarves. See, these two builds are opposite for me. It feels like Tomb Kings have like 2,000 gold more than they should. And it feels like the Chaos Dwarves are missing 2,000 gold somewhere. Because this just doesn't look like it costs as much money as that. For the Chaos Dwarves, we have some Hobgoblins, Tiki Gits, Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders with bows. And then some pretty elite infantry and Infernal Ironsworn and the Blazing Beards, Bosrock, some Chaos Dwarf Warriors as well. Two Bull Centaur Raiders with great weapons. And a Sorcerer Prophet of Fire on foot with Burning Head and Cascading, the Flaming Sword of Ruin. How the hell does this cost as much as that? They're missing some money somewhere. Ugh. Obviously, I don't actually mean that. I don't think this player just left 2,000 gold on the floor. It just feels weird that this stuff costs that much. The other side, we have Nehekara Warriors and Skeleton Spearmen in the front line. Chosen the Gods, Chop Great Bows, Eyes of the Desert, Smoker Stalkers, double Bone Giant, triple Tomb Guard with Halberds. Ooh, sorry, two Tomb Guard with Halberds and one Spearman. And then Kotep on his horse with two of his cheapest spells, just reset the cooldowns of the Chaos Dwarves. And a Carrion, apparently. Infernal Ironsworn taking the punishment of the Chosen the Gods on their way in. Scattershot doing some good damage to them. Bone Giant's trying to shoot these little bulls. We're hiding in the woods. Stay away from the big bad man. And those woods are proving rather effective at blocking those shots. Hobgoblin, Sneaky Gits get into a fight with Nehekara Warriors, which is already bad enough for them, and then Carrion rear charging them is going to make it even worse. These guys should probably get routing soon, but they do just get the Contempt leadership buff, or the Malign Authority, whatever. Keeps them in the fight for a couple more seconds, but then they'll eventually rout. Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders are on the back line offering a little bit of supporting fire, and Smoker Stalkers have not turned back to shoot at them just yet. We'll see if they even bother, if they're just going to ignore the fire that's coming in and instead shoot at the front line. Infernal Ironsworn to lead some Skeleton Spearmen with their volleys. That very elite unit is already almost dead. Blazing Beards of Bosrock also get involved in a melee fight before getting to use their charges, and a nice Skullstorm went through some clumped up Hobgoblins. So some good stuff here for the Tomb Kings, though, and very nice Burning Head from the Chaos Dwarves go right through two of the Tomb King Spearmen. And now Smoker Stalkers get caught by Bull Centaur Renders. They are fighting on top of Halberds, though, and an overcasted Jop's Incantation of Cursed Blades really helps out. As the Burning Head shreds another Spearman on its way out the door. Anyway, a little bit of a whoopsies. Bull Centaur Renders are just a smidge overextended and are going to die. These other Bull Centaur Renders trying to kill the Chosen Gods, who now have 40% physical resistance from Nero's Incantation of Protection. The Bone Giants are even firing over at them a little bit. Things are going rough for the Chaos Dwarves. Now, they are getting through the front line. That is like one of the good things here. The Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders are still free and clear to keep firing. But that's about it. I'm worried how much damage the Bull Centaur Renders are taking. Infernal Guard trying to get in and fight. We'll see how much they can even do. And Blazing Beards are free of melee combat. They have their charges that have to be used on Tomb Guard with Halberds. Big volley onto the Skeleton Spearman, but I would really like to see it on these Halberds. Halberds had more HP, but also just a deadlier unit. Smoker Stalkers still fighting back against the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, while Bone Giants also offer a couple shots here and there. There's a nice blast and charge in from the Blazing Beards onto the Tomb Guard with Halberds, just so they receive Jop's Incantation of Cursed Blades. The Bull Centaur Renders, again, opting into a fight with all these Halberds, though, especially the buffed up Halberds, is probably going to be the death of them. They need to back off, though it's not like they have a ton of great choices of what to fight right now. The Chaos Dwarves are falling behind, but a big Burning Head could change the course of this fight. Yeah, that's going to be huge damage onto the Halberds and the Skeleton Spears. Other Skeleton Spears are dying, and we still have a lot of Chaos Dwarf Warriors to kill off. And if the Sprockle Stalkers die from just the constant harassment of all these skirmish cav, and the Chosen of the Gods run out of ammo or die, it could be hard to kill off all these Chaos Dwarf Warriors. But as I say that, a big Skullstorm rips half HP off this Dwarf Warrior. But more to the point, Bone Giants don't love killing Chaos Dwarf Warriors in melee or something. It's not really their whole shtick. Bull Centaur Renders trying to beat up on this Bone Giant. There are Skeleton Spearmen nearby. It's not nearly as bad as fighting against Halberds. I mean, it's still spears, but it is what it is. The Sprockle Stalkers really not taking a lot of damage from the skirmish cav fire. They have 25% missile resistance, 80 armor, I guess, and also their spread out nature makes it really hard to hit them. Bone Giants lining up a shot. Oh, okay, that was giant damage on the Blazing Beards. That hurt a lot. Chosen the Gods firing into them as well. Shield Breaker from their little passive. And yeah, they Terror out. I would Terror out too if most of my force just got obliterated by a giant magic arrow out of the sky. Bone Giant's trying to snipe out the Sorcerer Prophet of Fire now. I wonder if he has Burning Head up. He should probably just use it. There's not a lot of targets left for him, so throw it through these Halberds and Nekar Warriors if you could go this way. Could be a good use of his cast. I wouldn't throw in the Skeleton Spearmen. These guys are like toast. You don't care about them. Chaos Dwarf Warriors are grinding down the Bone Giant, as we mentioned before, though. So that is good. Chosen the Gods have backed off. 9 volleys left for them. Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders still trying to poke down the Sporkle Stalkers, who have been at about this HP for most of the game. And this Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders just not getting a lot done about it. Skeleton Spear is about gone. Halberds and Nekar Warriors getting close. And we need a last Burning Head from this guy to clean up this top area. Another Skullstorm, a really big one too on the clumped up Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Ow, it's big damage. Oh! Alright, it fucked off. Glorious. Flaming Sword of Ruin giving these guys some buffs. Magic damage, a little bit more base damage too. And Nero's Incantation of Protection, gonna give some physical resistance against a Chaos Dwarf Warrior that is now doing magic damage. Unfortunately, not gonna be a great spell for them there. Still want a Burning Head down the line, but we'll see if it even comes through. Sporkle Stalkers again fending off Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders, but still they've been at like that HP for so long. They were at 1500 last I checked. Now they're at 1380. Bone Giant is fighting with the Sorcerer Prophet and some Infernal Ironsworn. Chaos Dwarf Warriors almost done with the Nekar Warriors. Tomb Guard aren't even crumbling yet, but they might. The Blazing Beards of Bozrak are beating up on Kotep, getting a ton of damage value down onto him. Sporkle Stalkers still have 4 volleys left, and they're firing sideways into the Infernal Ironsworn. How are the Bone Giants? Fine. They're not crumbling yet, which is pretty huge. Nekar Warriors are going to die soon. And the Sorcerer Prophet is in. Fights Kotep a little bit. Sorcerer Prophet does do magic damage. This Nero's Incantation of Protection isn't actually protecting shit. It's helping with the Blazing Beards. Sporkle Stalkers, 3 volleys left as they move in to get some damage out here and there. Big Bone Giant shot onto the Blazing Beards of Bozrak. Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders firing the last of their shots over here, but those Tomb Guard are still a problem. Sorcerer Prophet's trying to find a fight. It's just looking too tough here for the Chaos Dwarves. They don't have enough left. And the game does overvalue ammunition a little bit sometimes, where it now thinks that the Sporkle Stalkers and these Shopty Great Bows aren't much of units anymore, but they can still do fine against how low the Chaos Dwarves are. Another big Bone Giant shot onto the Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders. Those Tomb Guard Halberds proving to be problematic. Never did get that final Burning Head. Kotep is kiting out the Sorcerer Prophet as Sporkle Stalkers shoot at him. 2 volleys left for them. Bone Giants both aim at him as well. And that should be the end of the game. There's the Burning Head, but it's on the Sporkle Stalkers. And yeah, he's doomed. He's going to get run down those little dwarfy dwarf legs. Rankars, his Bone Giants did very well. Sporkle Stalkers did very well, so did the Chosen of the Gods. Kotep offered a lot of support. Tomb Guard did fine. Nekar Warriors did fine. Skeleton Spears slowly got ground to death. On the other side for Belrain, his lord killed a lot of skeletons. Good for him. Bull Centaur Renders with great weapons got good value even when they got caught. The Blasting Charge boys did a lot of work. Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders actually just about paid for themselves. The Chaos Dwarf Warriors did some good grinding. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.